Jimmy,
We're here.
what tattoo does Michael have on his leg?
Bro, he's got that butterfly
tattoo.
It's a butterfly. It's my favorite tattoo.
Is it a butterfly or moth?
It's a butterfly. It's got some like faces in it, and then I have like a bee. I was gonna get a moth, but it is a butterfly.
Do you have the same person do all your tattoos or no?
I've had
a
girl out in Arizona, Shelby, who did. She's probably done like half of my work, and then the rest of it has just been like see something, go get it. Like a little bit spur of the moment.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So like I'm not a tattoo guy. I love tattoos. It's kind of weird, but do you plan these out or is it?
I'd say like again, like half of them have been like thought out and planned, and the other half have been like literally like
spur of the moment.
Do you know how many you have?
I think it just hit 30.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's sick.
Yeah, we're building.
Are we doing a full on sleeve?
I'm gonna do like a patchwork. I don't think I'll ever like fill it in with like some people have like the shading and stuff.
I saw that this dude did like a full bionic arm, like blue and black. I'll be on like Machine Gun Kelly's doing.
Oh jeez.
He's like doing
he just blacked out a bunch of his.
Yeah. Blacked out like his whole body.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, you if you win Worlds, will we ever see a Worlds tattoo, a pickleball tattoo? Or?
I don't know if a world. I mean, I already have I have a Dallas skyline and I have a Texas tattoo, so I feel like
you're already in.
I just got it early.
Cowboy hat or something?
Do you have any pickleball tattoos?
Maybe a cowboy hat. I don't. If the Pandas won, we were gonna get.
You were?
I was gonna get a panda tattoo.
Okay,
it didn't happen.
Sick.
So I guess
also,
we'll
a little
save
preface:
that to the next team.
Michael's literally just coming off of a big win against Kwong.
Yeah.
And he won in 2 games.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. So Michael Loyd, we'll have a little intro, but Michael Loyd, you've been playing for a while. How long have you been playing pickle?
So I first started playing in 2020, and then I had 2 more years of college tennis, and then I started like going after it. I would say like the end of 2022.
Okay.
My first pro tournament was Vegas in October of 2022.
Where did you play tennis at?
I played first at University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. That's small D1 down in South Texas, and then I did my master's.
Are they the Vipe? What are they?
They're the Vaqueros.
Vaqueros. I knew it.
Mexican Cowboys.
Yeah,
it's pretty
I knew
close.
it, bro.
The Vipers is like our G League team.
Yeah,
the
G League
team.
Okay, but it's it's Grand Valley too or something, right?
Yeah, UT Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah, sure.
And then I played at a small NAIA in like the Phoenix area, and I chose that school specifically because I wanted to be playing tennis in an area where there was pickleball. So when I was done, I could just kind of
transition over.
Yeah.
I'm a college junkie. What NAIA?
Ottawa University. So it's like 30 minutes.
Wait, is that where one of the Walkers play? Didn't one of the Walkers play there? Or no?
No.
Okay. All right.
They
were in Idaho, no?
Yeah, Idaho, and I think Alex played in Montana.
Oh, Montana. That's right. Okay. All right. That's sick.
Yeah.
So then you went pickleball. Your brother plays pickleball.
Yeah,
right?
my little brother started getting into it probably like 8 months ago now. So he played like his first tournament at the end of the year, played his first pro tournament this year, and
he was actually telling me that he played the qualifiers and had his brother won his last match. He would have played him in the first round.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In doubles.
Who wins when you guys play?
We played Drake Palm and Ronan Cameron. And so if they actually went 3 against my little brother and his partner Utah. And have they won? Did
you talk smack to them? Say that's for beating my brother?
It was funny because Drake actually right before we played, he's like, "Can't believe I get an opportunity to like knock out both of the Lloyds in one tournament," and then it came back to bite him. I didn't even really say anything. You know, it had done its
Drake the Pickler. Is that his IG handle? Yeah, Drake the Pickler. See, I know. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit, dude. Like I feel like you've always been obviously great at pickleball, but it feels like recently you've kind of had your breakthrough, especially in singles.
Yeah.
Like, what's happened? Has anything changed in your training? Has anything happened?
Taking any drugs? Any?
No PEDs.
Is it you and your girlfriend? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's a couple of things. I mean, honestly, my girlfriend has been a huge part of it. She's like crazy into nutrition and stuff. So between her and then I started working with a trainer, Ty Woody, I've lost like 12 pounds since this time last year.
Yeah.
So just
what do you weigh
healthier.
Right now?
I'm at like $175.
You can't ask people. You can't ask people what they weigh.
Depends on the day, but yeah.
Tyler.
Good day.
5'11". I'm 5'11".
You're just like Tyler. You're
I'm
just like
5'11"
Tyler.
and like 3/4, but
Okay.
if I go to the right doctor,
those are my specs.
if I go to the right doctor, they tell me I'm 6 foot. If I go to the wrong one,
you guys are the same person.
yeah.
I'm 172 on a good day.
Okay.
And I'm 5'11" or so.
I had dinner.
6 feet.
I had dinner with this NBA ref for breakfast, and they weigh them in like 3 times a year.
Why?
The NBA refs, they can't go over a certain weight so that they can keep up like on the court.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always wondered if they had like a regimen or something because they're like speedy.
So he said that it's basically it's like the military PT test.
Yeah.
They have to do those every few months, and then they have to weigh
You got
in.
some refs taking some PEDs.
Yeah,
or
he was like
something
eating
that.
like chicken and waffles, and he's like, "Yeah, my weigh-ins next week. I got to be 211, and I'm like 214 right now." And I was like, "Oh, it's crazy." Yeah,
That's nuts.
so
But I think that I also moved to Austin, so that's been great. I trained with like Zane and Deckel, Stefan, Johnson Cola,
that helps.
Whitestone, Etienne. There's a bunch of guys out there that I get to hit with all the time.
You were in Arizona,
Yeah.
but are you a Bay Area kid?
No, I'm originally from Dallas.
Dallas,
And
okay.
A little bit all over Texas.
Okay.
But, yeah, whenever I was working for Head for a little bit, and then whenever I went full time at the end of the year last year in 23, I decided to move to Austin. A lot of my family's out there.
Okay.
Obviously, great pickle out there, and
Yeah.
That's definitely helped with the results as well.
I remember one match. I think it was Masters this year that you were playing with Patrick Kafka.
Yeah.
And you guys had multiple, I think, match points against Alshon, and I can't remember his partner.
It was Julian. Yeah,
Alshon and Julian. I remember. I think I was playing next to you or just watching your match, but that was electric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were playing really
Insane.
well. I mean, that's definitely a match that, like, I think kind of kickstarted my year. Shout out, Pat. I mean, we were just in
I was
really good
roommates with
spot.
Pat.
We had-
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He told me about that.
Yeah.
I bet Tyler was the worst roommate. He's so dirty.
Were you really?
No, Patrick was dirty.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, I think that like getting that confidence. I remember we had 2 match points. We played them both the right way. Julian came up with 2 good hands plays, and like that was one of the matches where I remember being like, okay, like I'm here. Like I know I can kind of do this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Love it. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, that's sick. So what's the future? Who do you have partners lined up for next year? And
I don't really have anything like set in stone for partners yet. I think I have like a couple tournaments with Lane.
Do you like
sleep,
lefties?
and that's it. Yeah, I could take some lefties. Talked to Todd about getting some. Kwong and I, funny enough, even though we played today, we had a good match, and he and I said maybe we'll get some. But I have nothing written in stone, so hopefully this kind of run helps me spark some interest.
So one thing like I love about your game is I feel like you play like that new age pickleball like Kwong does.
Yeah.
Where everything is 100%.
Yeah.
Right? Like you are full send every time. You know, like Ben and Colin kind of have their style, J-Dub, Dylan, right? But I think that you, Kwong, a lot of these other players, you guys have this new style, and I think that's the future of pickleball.
Heavy balls.
Heavy balls,
heavy
big
balls.
swings, right? And you're good at controlling it. Like one of the things that people were pointing out when you were playing earlier was that it's like you're still so in control, even though you're hitting everything, you know, as hard as you can, essentially.
Yeah.
And like that, I think that's the kind of the new age of pickleball. I think that's the future, especially in mixed, right?
Yeah,
Like mixed.
yeah.
you blow
I think
up a
it's just
girl
like a mindset too. Like I don't know. I remember I used to play tournaments with Kyle Kazuda, and he told me one day, he's like, dude, like you can be aggressive all the time, and it doesn't mean that you're hitting a drive or a speed up on every single shot. Like you can be aggressive in the dinking patterns, in the serve, like whatever it is, you can be aggressive, and it doesn't mean that it's just like one ball necessarily. Like there's a million ways to be aggressive, and I kind of taken that and run with it.
Yeah, I mean, I remember someone, I don't even remember who it was, but someone told me once, like, hit every shot with a purpose.
Yeah.
Right? If you're hitting every shot with a purpose, then you are being aggressive. And yeah, and that's kind of what I've, like, we've seen out of you. And I mean, Kwong is, I mean, dude, he's going for a triple crown.
Yeah.
Put a little damper on. You feel bad? Like, you feel a little bit bad?
A little bad. Me and Q are boys. He's such a funny kid. He's super nice, great guy. And I don't know if there's anybody, I think I work super hard, but Kwong works like crazy, crazy hard.
Yeah.
He's, deserving of everything that's coming his way. And it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, but you went and took it, right?
Yeah.
Do
I don't feel bad. I had to go get mine,
absolutely. Do you have, so Hunter took game 1 over Fed won game 2, going game 3. Do you have a preference of who you play?
I mean, not too much. I just played Fed in a bronze medal, and it was fairly close in straight sets. He won, but it was 8-9, and I feel like I'm playing a bit better than I did then. And then actually played Hunter probably a year ago. Actually, I think I played him at this tournament. I took him to a close one as well. So I feel like right now, honestly, those are 2 really, really good players. Obviously, respect to them, but like if I'm hitting the ball the way that I just did,
You're not worried about it.
It could be anybody in front of me.
Dude, I'm not sure you missed.
I felt good. Yeah, I felt like even the points I was losing, I was like, I'm hitting the right ball. Kwong's just there. It's whatever.
Yeah.
So I kind of kept telling myself, was just like, keep sending it. Like it's gonna go your way if you keep sending it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just locked in, right?
Yeah.
So you just played a bronze against Fed. You had, what was it, the tournament before that? Like this run, I guess, is the biggest thing. Like you beat Ben, You beat
JW.
J-Dub.
Yeah.
And you beat Kwong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, like, I don't know if there's ever been a better. And then if let's just say Fed wins, and then you beat Fed tomorrow. I'm not sure there's ever been a run that good. And
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because I made the semis of Vegas right before this, and I won't name anybody, but I kind of like snuck in on a conversation where I was just walking through, and somebody was talking about like that I kind of had an easy path or whatever to the semi.
Yeah.
It was
And-
probably me. I was talking about how easy it was.
And I still played like great players.
as Tyler
in Vegas.
loses to a quality.
And so that kind of like fired me up for this one. Like definitely not an easy draw. You
Yeah.
know, like had all the big names in front of me.
I don't
and,
know if it gets harder
you
than
know,
this.
figured it out. So definitely a lot of belief
Yeah.
right now. And you know,
Yeah.
Are
that's
you
awesome.
training specifically for singles?
I have like basically 2 or 3 practices a week. I'm normally practicing twice a day, 6 days a week, and then I take the 7th day off. But yeah, I'm having like 2 or 3 specific training sessions for singles. Most of the time, it's like 2 sessions are just like gameplay.
Yeah.
With like a really long single specific warm up, and then 1 session of that week will just be like fed ball. Like
Yeah.
me and my brother are going out, and he's feeding me balls, and I'm just working on specific shots that we can like isolate. But yeah, I'd say like 2-3 times a week.
Awesome.
So let's talk a little bit about Stack.
Oh yeah.
Stack
We're
athlete.
both wearing the
So-
Barney shorts.
So was that
Fun.
was that your parents that were here?
Yeah, my mom and dad are both in the crowd. I've got both my grandparents on my mom's side, and
Okay.
then I've got my dad's dad.
You have to
So were
ask
your
him why-
grandparents on your bench? That was on your bench, or who was on your bench?
Yeah, I have my mom's parents, my mom, and then my girlfriend.
Okay. So because we were walking in,
Yeah.
and we see them wearing Stack hats, and I was
Yeah.
with George, Stack, and George was like, "Oh, that's sick! Look at those Stack hats!" And then we saw them on your bench.
Dude, they
and-
gotta get like my grandpa's like this super like just typical Southern like
Yeah.
Texas dude, and
Yeah.
he wears a Stack hat and it looks so sick. I think they need to do like a photo shoot.
Get a model
They
with
should.
him.
100%,
honestly, it
yeah.
looked
Do a
my
specific
girlfriend
line.
showed me like a photo
Yeah.
shoot where somebody did that with their grandpa.
Yeah.
With like gear like ours, and it looked like actually really,
Really?
cool.
Well,
And they
you
did
know
like
what's
a
funny
Western
is
vibe.
they were actually pointing out your girlfriend, and they were like, "Dude, she makes these freaking clothes look so good." Because she was wearing like one of the men's shirts.
Yeah, she
and, like,
took one of mine and she was like, I think this looks sick, so I'm gonna do this. And
Yeah.
she has the women's stuff too. She likes
Yeah.
that. But she was like, I think this will look cool today. I
Yeah.
just took my shirt.
Yeah. They literally were pointing it out. Like I'm like, "Hey guys, we're trying to watch," and they're like, "No, look at
Yeah.
yeah."
But no, the Stack stuff's sick. I mean, I like it's so funny because people will be like, hey, like what's your code? They get a hold of it and then they're like, oh, the stuff's like actually nice. Yeah. Like and I'm like, yeah, like it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like
Like you
cheesy
didn't,
pickleball
yeah,
stuff.
you
like
didn't sell your soul just for a couple bucks to
like it's really nice quality stuff.
When's
like-
the Stack, the S star asterisk tattoo coming on your body?
I mean,
They better write a
anything
bigger
could be
check.
bought for a price, you know.
Yeah. Wow, these fans are crazy.
Wow, we got people coming up to the window.
Weirdos. Bunch of
Yeah.
weirdos over here.
Free clinic with Tyler Loom.
Tyler
Who's
Loom,
that?
wow.
Do you want to go
Free?
do a clinic for me?
Not for you. Maybe if I'll just take the instruction.
Yeah. No, you won't. You got to play tomorrow. You want to have a chance. So,
Awesome.
one other thing. How long have you been with your girlfriend?
It is. We are.
'Cause I feel like you guys are like that, like your couple goals.
I think so. She's the one that's
Hashtag.
like doing all the media stuff, and then she's shout out to her. She's doing her thing on court too. Played 3-0 singles.
Okay, let's go.
Took home gold.
Okay,
So she's a world champion.
world
Hey,
champion. You got to match. You got matching medals.
Yeah, I gotta
Can we
gotta
see
match
if-
the medal.
Will we get a photo shoot with matching medals if you win tomorrow?
Dude, for sure. We'll
Yeah.
we'll do one. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, we've been. I think it's a couple weeks now, and we'll be dating for a year.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
And she
she's-
lives out here.
She's in Austin.
In Austin, okay. So you
it's,
guys- yeah.
it's been great. She gets to travel with me from time to time. Her job's pretty flexible.
Nice.
So
And you're full-time pickle, right?
yeah, full time pickle. This is what
Oh,
I
man.
do. I've been doing like a little bit of coaching, but fortunate
Yeah.
enough to like just
That's
be
awesome.
kind of going at it.
You signed MLP, right?
No, I signed up like a late PPA. I signed
Yeah.
in April with
Okay.
PPA, and so hopefully this will make them want me a little bit more.
Gotcha.
So I can
Are you?
renege.
What was your thoughts about your first MLP? So I mean,
Oh,
you
it's
played in
electric.
two events, right?
2 events,
Two-
and then I played.
You played in the
playoffs.
in the playoffs.
So
Yeah.
it was 3 altogether.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I mean, I think team environments is something that I really really thrive in.
Yeah.
It's just so fun to like be in that type of atmosphere with people chirping at
Yeah.
you, with the
Yeah.
other team chirping at you on the bench,
Yeah.
and like I don't know. I just really
might have
enjoy
been
that type
part of
vibe.
that in Virginia Beach.
So
That's fair.
I tuned into one of your matches. I can't remember who you were playing, but somebody threw up a lob. And
That was
you're one-
us. That was against
you're
the
one of the
Blackbirds.
most athletic players out there. And I just
Virginia
have to bring,
Beach
I just
against-
have to bring this up because
it was against the
you're one of the
Bears.
most athletic players out there, and it happens to the best. But you slipped out.
Absolutely.
It was incredible.
It was French. In my
Yes.
defense, I do think French has legit a top 5 lob in
Yes,
pickleball.
that's
It's
fair.
so sneaky. It's crazy.
It is.
He moves his wrist 2 inches and it's over you.
Yeah.
I actually
The amazing
read it
thing about
okay.
that was the paddle throw, the paddle slippage. That was
that goes back to tennis days. I had a wrist injury one time, falling on it.
Gotcha.
And so I had somebody tell me as soon as you're falling, chuck it.
Yeah.
You're gonna
And
bail, yeah.
unfortunately for me, it made it the most cartoonish, comical fall
loved
of all time.
Well, it's
That
when you're
was-
skateboarding, right? Get rid of the board.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. I grew up skateboarding.
Oh,
too,
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
So
So there
maybe
you go.
it's a throwback to that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. As soon as I did that, Stefan was like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "I'm good." I just that was
Hurt
so
your ego,
embarrassing.
yeah.
It hurt my ego
Yeah.
more than it hurt
Yeah,
me.
well, that's okay. Virginia Beach, there's 7 people watching, so you're
That's
good.
fair enough.
Yeah. But it got better and better, you know.
No,
Yeah.
we went up from there.
Yeah. So you want to play for the Pandas again next year?
I mean, that'd be great. They don't have the right to keep me, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a
'cause,
weird- that's a
There's a
weird
weird
rule.
rule where if you weren't in the original draft, you can't be.
Yeah.
They're great ownership.
But you feel
group.
you feel like you've proved yourself that you belong in MLP and
Yeah, absolutely. I think
obviously your singles dream breakers are huge in MLP and
Yeah, I think I played well in singles, and I've had good men's wins. Me and Todd beat J-Dub and Dylan, and
Yeah.
I think
Huge.
had a bunch of different.
Oh
wins
yeah, that
throughout the
was
year.
Bristol.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then and my mixed, I feel
Yeah,
good
yeah.
too. I beat
Yeah.
Pablo and
Yeah.
Coop, which is obviously
Yeah.
premier level
Yeah,
team.
that's a great win.
So
Yeah.
hoping somebody picks me up, gives me another shot. Because I love the environment.
how old are you?
26.
20. So dude, you're still young.
Yeah, still
On the upswing. This guy, this is the future right
What
here.
else do you like to do in your free
Yeah,
time?
what else? What does Michael Loyd do when he's not playing pickle?
Gosh, I mean, so
You still skate?
don't skate anymore. I was skating during the pandemic, and then I
Okay.
found pickleball, and I was like, man, if I wipe out on the board
Yeah.
and then end up injuring myself, that's gonna be so bad. But yeah, I know I do still play. My girlfriend, we go play pickleball all the time.
Yeah.
Casually go play at the park, go play random open plays. So you
Oh,
can
yeah.
catch me all over Austin.
Hey,
doing
open
that.
That's
play
awesome.
with lower level is so much fun.
It's so fun.
It's so much fun.
It's so fun. It's underrated. I feel like a lot of pros can get a big head about
Yes.
it.
Do
yeah.
most people know who you are?
If I'm in the right spot, if I'm in a park, nobody knows.
Yeah.
If
Well-
I'm at Austin Pickle Ranch, people know those are the pickle heads.
Up until 2021, 2022, I was going and playing a ton of rec play.
One
Yeah.
time, Tyler and I went to this park where just all these college kids play,
Yeah.
and we were mic'd up, and
Yeah.
we had a kind of little camera, and we
like an
just
Uncle Drew type.
yeah,
thing.
it totally was, but we just went as ourselves because they don't know, they're
Yeah.
casual, and we were just kind of wrecking some kids and chirping, and it was honestly a lot of fun, but nobody had any clue, which made it that was honestly
Yeah.
the best part.
It's always so funny when you're
Yeah.
you just do something just even
Yeah.
a basic earn it,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
freaking out. They're
Yeah.
like,
Well, yesterday, so Jay DeVilliers is here, and
Yeah.
he's hurt, obviously. Yesterday or 2 days ago, he was walking and doing all these little games. And this guy was like, dude, you're really good. He was wearing jeans. And the guy's like, you're really good. You should try and play. What are you, probably 4 or 5? Or
That's so funny.
Yeah. And Jay's like, oh, I've thought about it, but I don't think I'm really that, so,
not that good.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I go play a lot of open play. Other than that, all my buddies are in Austin. My best friend growing up, Tori, me and him still go shoot hoops a bunch.
Yeah.
There's so
awesome.
many things to do in Austin. There's arcade bars that I go hang
Austin
out
is
at.
weird.
Yeah.
Austin is weird.
I mean,
What do you mean?
it's like that for a reason.
It's
but
so weird.
It's cool though. I mean, there's
Yeah. It's
a million
Great
food spots
vibes,
to
but
check out.
it's a weird vibe.
Yeah, it depends also where you're at. If
Yeah.
you're on the south side, or if you're all the way up north, it's more
Yeah.
a little bit
different.
normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, I don't know. Me and my girlfriend watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine like it's our job.
Bro, Brooklyn Nine-Nine's funny.
You know.
All right, I'm in on that.
You guys want to keep chatting, or I
No,
gotta head
we're
out?
good. So
Okay.
tell us how people can catch up with you. What are your socials?
Michael Loyd PB on Instagram, and then that's really all I'm on right now.
Okay.
I'm going to be starting a YouTube.
Okay.
Here, planning on it being Michael Loyd PB. I haven't checked if it's available yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll do a YouTube and have a bunch of different content on
Cool.
that coming at the end of the year. And Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thanks for
Sick,
coming
yeah.
on. By the time you guys see this, the results will have already been in. So hopefully
There's
you get
probably a good chance that we're sitting next to a world champion.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about this.
I'm feeling good.
I'm confident. So
Good luck,
Okay.
man.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Thanks, dude.
Thank you, guys.
Tyler's got to go do the world's shortest pickleball clinic.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of sick.